and greetings from Madrid. We wanted to give you an update on how things are going at the Vida Nueva Church in Madrid. As you recall, in June, we were able to purchase a locale for the church. Pretty exciting. It was on the ground floor with good accessibility. We signed an agreement to purchase it, and then in June, we finalized the purchase. Only problem was that it took us about 2 months to get all the documents that we needed to get in line, the permission from the government, different licenses to begin construction. So in August, we were ready to begin the remodeling. This is what it looked like on the inside before we started knocking the walls down. We tried to conserve as much as we could. We took down the ceiling and the lights that we hope to be able to reuse at a later time. So once we had the ceiling tiles stored and the light fixtures stored, we were able to start on the fun projects of knocking down the interior walls. It was a lot easier to knock the walls down than to pick up all the rubbish. But little by little, we were able to work on that. We were fortunate that in 1 week, there was actually 2 holidays. So on Thursday and Saturday, we had work teams that came out to the church, and everybody did a great job. We were hauling out to the 2 containers, and at the end of the day, we had 2 containers that were full. So this gives you an idea of what it looked like once we hauled off all the rubbish. Once we had finished cleaning up the walls, we had to inspect the floor. And one thing that we didn't realize when we bought the building was that there was a basement underneath our locale. So we were concerned about the weight bearing of the floor. So the architect did not check this before he drew up the designs, and we found out that there was no wire mesh in the floor. So this means that we have to break up about 6 to 8 inches of the floor and then put down wire mesh so that the floor will hold the weight of supposedly the amount of people that the church will hold, which could be up to 160 people. So we had to hire a gentleman to come in, and he's charging us 30,000 euros to dig up the floor and put the wire mesh down and then put the concrete down again. So we were really disappointed because when we got a loan for the remodeling, we were not aware of this 30,000 euros in addition cost that it was going to cost us. We're above our locale right now, and just looking out, there's a park right across the way. So after church, the kids can go out there and run around. There's a little two different playgrounds. It gives you just a little bit of idea of what we have in front of our locale.
In July and August, there are no regular activities, so we have more time for getting together with church people and friends. And in August, we celebrated several birthdays, including Peter's and our coworker Lauren's. And then also we invited people over on Sundays after church to hang out at the house, to get a bite to eat, and have a dip in the pool to cool off. Sharon organized the children's ministry team for a morning of reorganizing and cleaning out, and also a morning for training and reviewing the new Sunday school material for this year.
Greetings, my name is Eddie Lopez. My wife and I started attending Vida Nueva in 2017. In 2020, I became an elder in the church. And thanks to the support from European Mission Fellowship, I became a full-time pastor in September this year.
Peter continues to serve as the coordinator for the William Carey Seminary in Madrid. We currently have 30 students from 10 different churches around Spain. John on the left here is a deacon in our church, but is also elder in training. The other two men, Mark and Geraldo, are also in our church, and we have three ladies from the church studying biblical counseling. Joel is an elder in Ponferrada, Leon, also in our program in his third year. And then we have four people from Valdemoro who are studying in the William Carey. Alejandro is to my left. He was an elder in training and has been in the program now for 2 years. The Valdemoro Church started off as a Bible study there in a home in Valdemoro. Alejandro contacted our church about the possibility of come alongside of him and mentoring him. They wanted to see a healthy church planted in Valdemoro. So 4 other people from their church have been a part of the William Carey Seminary. And 2 weeks ago, I had the privilege, along with Eddie and 2 other leaders, Caleb and Hernan, who also serve as facilitators in the William Carey Seminary, to install Alejandro as the elder of the church. Madrid is strict in the summertime about fires. So to have a church barbecue, we have to leave the state. There's a nice park about an hour and 20 minutes away. So we've come here 3 times over the years. Nice waterfall to visit. We had a good time, a fellowship, but towards the end, we had the adventure of starting to rain. But fortunately, we had a big tarp, kind of make a makeshift way to hold it up. But we had a good time, great fellowship. Everybody was in good spirit, and a great day at the park.